This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hey, my cat-loving friends. When your cat's displaying a certain symptom, how can you go find what it might be? You're looking here, you're looking there, all these websites. Our two favorite people on the planet have created a very easy answer for this and a way to help all cat parents. And we are so excited. We have our favorite human beings, the two crazy cat ladies, Jay and Adrienne, on today. And they're going to tell us what they did that's going to help you. So you want to hear this. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Take a bite out of your competition. Advertise your business with an ad in Pet Life Radio podcasts and radio shows. There is no other pet-related media that is as large and reaches more pet parents and pet lovers than Pet Life Radio. With over 7 million monthly listeners, Pet Life Radio podcasts are available on all major podcast platforms. And our live radio stream goes out to over 250 million subscribers on iHeartRadio, Odyssey, TuneIn, and other streaming apps. For more information on how you can advertise on the #1 pet podcast and radio network, visit PetLifeRadio.com/advertise today.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to 19 Cats and Counting. I'm your co-host, Linda Hall, here with the ever-gorgeous, my BFF, Rita Reimers.
I'm here. I love the way you say that. Rita Reimers.
My favorite thing about ninth grade Spanish, trilling my R's.
Well, I'm so excited. I don't even want to talk to you. I want to talk to Jay and Adrienne about their brand new website.
Back at you.
I helped so many kitties and kitty parents out there. Jay and Adrienne of Two Crazy Cat Ladies.
Yes. To be here with you guys. And I have to say, I never learned how to roll my R's. It sounds like this.
That's not it.
You don't have the right muscle in your tongue or something.
That's
Ooh,
it.
she can do it.
That's it.
It's almost like a purr, isn't it?
It is. It is kind of, yeah.
Right?
Unfortunately, I guess I wasn't a cat in my last life.
But you are one in this life, and that's what matters.
That's true.
That's for sure.
Tell us about
100%.
your symptom checker. I love this thing.
We're so excited about this. So we were on you guys' podcast not long ago, and that's the new website. And this was, such an exciting project for us because we had worked really hard. What's the word I'm looking for? Communicated with or collaborated.
Collaborated, yes.
Words are hard. Words are hard. We had collaborated with some amazing veterinarians, herbalists, holistic pet health experts.
Yeah, you know everyone in the biz.
Like we built these relationships over the past 8 years, I guess. And we're like, when we got this idea of what if we came up with this like website or cat symptom checker, which was our idea, we could build protocols out and we wouldn't have to build them just by the Two Crazy Cat Ladies, although we've learned a whole lot over the past 8 years or 18 years, but we could work with these holistic veterinarians and they could help us build these protocols and they could help us help cat parents across the globe to find answers for their cats, their health issues, their behavioral issues. I mean, even tips on like how to transition your cat's food from, one to the other. So we ended up rebuilding the last site and creating it as this cat symptom checker. So it's basically what the main purpose of this website is, our cat symptom checker on our website, where we launched all these awesome protocols and tips and tricks. And what's really exciting about it is we have followers from all over the world, right? And it's kind of part of the inspiration behind this. First of all, 15% of cat parents take their cats to the vet on a regular.
Yeah, it's pretty low. It's hard to get them to the vet sometimes.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, it is. It's a stressful hard thing for both our cats and us, right? So sometimes it's like, well, can I find another option, or can I find an option maybe in advance, or is this something that I have to rush to the vet for? I look up on the Two Crazy Cat Ladies website on this cat symptom checker and see if there's something else I might be able to try first, because it's not an emergency type situation. I might be able to try this and avoid that vet visit, right? We have so many people that reach out to us from India and Dubai and the Philippines, all over.
We do
and
too.
they don't even have a vet. Like, there is not even a vet within their resources that they can go to. And they're
Really?
street. And so it's like, what do they do? Right. So that's when we, partnering with Rita Hogan is absolutely beautiful, but like the herbalist, right? Like, you can find herbs no matter where you are, especially in India, you can find herbs. And if you know which herbs will help which symptoms that your cats are dealing with, then that's great. We're not herbalists, so we didn't know all this information, but we had relationships. We're able to offer some type of help to everyone, no matter where you are.
That is awesome. We run into that too. We have people that, contact us, and although a lot of what we do, it's giving people methodologies, we do recommend products to support those things. And a lot of times they don't ship to these other countries either.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to be able to get products to, around the globe. We're not, these small businesses that you guys support, like us, right? We're not Amazon. We don't have the capabilities of shipping.
Next day shipping to Spain.
Exactly. Wouldn't that be nice? 100%.
We're just not there yet.
But that leaves them, because it's difficult for us, that leaves them in the dark, and they don't have access to the amazing products that we do here in the States, So yeah, I think.
Well, that's whenever I'm researching a topic for a blog or something, you put in, what can help with blank, and you have like 50 zillion different sites, and I don't always agree with all of them. So how do I know that I can trust this?
Yeah, I'm going to share my screen for 1 second and show everyone the front of your website.
Oh, there you go. Yes. If you're watching the video, yes. Help for cat health and well-being. There's a cat symptom checker.
So what if I
there's a search bar.
say my cat is peeing on the sofa? Will it come back and tell me something?
It is in progress.
Put in exactly.
So if you click on the cat symptom checker,
What do you say? Like vomiting?
Yeah, vomit, diarrhea. We had somebody just reach out to us. Sometimes they just want to go a step further. Like, we had a lady and her cat has been to the vet, and her cat has kidney disease. So I love it. This. There you are. Vomiting after eating. Why is my cat vomiting? I like that one. I like that picture. Feline vomiting. I love this cat vomiting.
This is great stuff.
Constipation, vaccination, stones, roundworms, Pan-Luke. Oh, Pan-Luke, that's bad. Megacolon cancer. This is amazing. And I will say, we tell our clients all the time, if you see anything on the Two Crazy Cat Ladies site, we trust it. You don't need to ask us, because
I want to say, though, that the search option is still a work in progress. We're literally, if you would.
The old website was all about the search. The new website is all about the cat symptom checker.
Right.
So if you click on the big blue button that says cat symptom checker, then it actually breaks it down. Yeah, it actually breaks it down by like skin and coat, dental, respiratory, like uncategorized. Like, so you have like all the different behavior. You have all the different steps of
You got to do the drill down from there. But
Yeah.
I see. Okay, let me do this again.
Okay. Yeah.
That
makes it so much easier. Like I was saying, this lady, she'd taken her cat to the vet. They're doing everything they can.
See. Look at this.
That's perfect. But the lady asked me, is there something extra I can do? Help me. I want all the time. And I'm like, I have just the place for you to go.
Look at this.
Crazy Cat Ladies.
I had dental issues.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. That's amazing.
So
oh my gosh.
This
You've
is
got it all.
great.
And natural remedies.
Karen
That's
Becker,
amazing.
we love her.
Early onset protocol.
Oh, look at
Yep.
this toothbrush we recommend. Oh,
Yep.
look at this. This
Yes.
is great. This is how you're putting
That's
everyone
awesome.
in your community together to help people solve these issues.
When you go to behavior, you guys will see your link there. Like it's when we've made these relationships, these beautiful relationships with people that are much smarter than us in their different realms, right? And
That's it.
we don't make everything, right? Like, we don't make toothbrushes. We're not the master of toothbrushes, but we just happen to have met the people that make
That are the master of toothbrushes.
Yeah, the only cat specific toothbrush.
Exactly.
And so of
Yeah.
course we're going to send you to them so that you have an option.
And that's to that point though, too. I think, this website is still a work in progress. We're working on it. I love the cat symptom checker, and I really think it is a great place to go drill down if you have something specific you're looking up for. But it really is a collection, if you will, of all the resources that we found since Two Crazy Cat Ladies that we have collected. Anything that we love and trust, use, or can recommend is on there somewhere. We have a section for the foods that we can recommend. We have other products that we love and trust. So we're really trying to make it kind of a centralized place. So not just for our community, but if someone falls upon our website, then they can kind of just nose around and see stuff that they may not have known even exists as an amazing.
Right.
We are constantly recommending your DIY
Oh, yeah.
litter box. We put a link into the video you made where you even take us shopping to pick the box out and how you made this thing and how helpful that can be. So yeah, you stumble upon, nobody knows everything, right? And so you stumble upon something and you're like, oh, that's a handy tip. Let's not reinvent the wheel. Let's go with what's already out there and is working.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. You guys have had so much for calming, for fleas, for mites, for viral, for everything. You
I can't get enough of Meow Mist. Meow Mist is my favorite product.
Yeah. There is something wrong with Vegas all of a sudden, and I don't know what has happened. It must be climate change or some kind of something, but
We're covered in mosquitoes.
we live in the desert because we don't get bugs like everybody else does.
Right.
We have mosquitoes like crazy this year.
Really?
So we have Meow Mist on us at all times because, we live outside because we live in Vegas. So 9 months of the year is absolutely perfect. So
it's starting to get nice in the evening now. And it's like you come in.
I know. And the temps go down. Spray yourself with your Flex first.
Yeah,
because
Flex is
Flex keeps
awesome.
away the mosquito. Let me tell you what to do before we go outside. We get out the Flex.
Yeah.
Last night we brought out a bottle of both.
we had a bottle
We're
of
like,
both.
You
Like,
did that, Linda. Last time you were here, she accidentally sprayed me with Meow Mist when she meant to do Fleax.
No,
So
it was kitty cracknip.
Oh,
It
kitty
was kitty
catnip, that's what it
cracknip.
was.
I sprayed you.
Yeah,
Because
I
I
totally
said,
messed
well,
that
the
up.
cats are going to love you all tonight. They're both green bottles. I was just like, I grabbed it off her shelf because she's got a shelf with all that stuff. So I just grabbed it and I'm like, wait. And I sprayed her and my son. And then I went, oh, wait a minute.
I believe catnip is one of those herbs, though, that fleas. I know that
Deters.
fleas
Well, they don't like.
maybe mosquitoes too.
Okay.
So maybe it would help. Well, I did dose them a little over that with the. I figured it out, but I thought, oh, the cats are gonna love you guys tonight.
Just spray me down with all of it.
layer by layer by layer.
So you guys, you never had mosquitoes before, and now they're coming after you. That is bizarre.
I know, isn't it? When we're still in the desert, the humidity is still low. It's been a little bit higher because we've had some storms and a little bit of clouds and stuff, but 30%, that's still not.
That's nothing.
Yeah, there has to be like standing water, like puddles and ponds and things for them to reproduce. So
And next door, they're like, everyone is like, what is going on with the mosquito? So it's not just
Not just you.
not
they're
just
like,
us.
"I've lived here since '78, and this has never been a problem."
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god,
So-
there's something.
And it's weird. I have fewer than ever this year. Fewer mosquitoes than we've ever had. It's bizarre.
good thing.
So
They all went to me.
It's something in the jet stream.
I sent them to Vegas. I'm
You
sorry.
did.
thanks,
No.
Rita.
But
I know they hurt. Those mosquito bites. When they bite you, it doesn't hurt, but later they itch and
Oh,
you can't
I would
help
say
but scratch.
the Meow Mist is like
that.
our savior.
Oh,
because
me too.
you get a bite like out, especially when it's like right on like the knuckle of
On
your
your-
finger.
You can't really scratch it. You're like rubbing it on things.
And you're like, oh, it's horrible. But you spray it with Meow Mist and you forget about it, and you look later and you're like, oh, it's not
Where'd it go?
It's gone. Exactly. Yes, exactly. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
For the cats too, but mostly for me.
I have my keyboard. One of my cats decided to join me, and
No,
he's getting in my
And
way.
that's another place where something like that, the symptom, the checker helps out because a lot of people don't know about this stuff. You know, I have a cat who gets dermatitis issues frequently. And the only thing the vet could offer me really were steroids. And we didn't want to do that because he's FIV positive and he's a little iffy on some of his numbers. Not bad, but I don't want to do anything that's going to send them into the bad zone because they're not at 100%. And I was just scrolling through your site and found the Meow Mist and was like, give it a shot. And it did it. And, you know, vets don't know about that stuff. So having that together in one place, all of these things that you learn from everybody is amazing.
Yeah, it really is. We feel blessed to be able to have the knowledge and have the resources and have the relationships that we have to be able to come up with something like.
Well, let's take a quick break before we go to the next thing on Linda's mind, because I saw that mind reach.
Light bulb.
We'll be right back after this message from our awesome sponsor.
Molly, here's your dinner. Zeus, that's not your food.
Don't let that happen to your precious cat. Elevate your cat's eating experience with the Cat Tree Tray. The Cat Tree Tray keeps your cat's food off the floor and conveniently located on the cat tree. It's the perfect way to eat. It's a beautiful wrought iron tray that easily attaches to your cat tree and keeps dogs and other critters out of your cat's dish. A must for multi-pet households. There's a 6-inch tray for large bowls and a 4-inch tray for smaller bowls. Purchase your Cat Tree Tray today. Go right now to cattreetray.com. That's cattreetray.com. CATTREETRAY.com.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
And we're back. 19 cats and counting in the awesome Two Crazy Cat Ladies. We just can't express how much we love you and love every product you make and everything you recommend. You guys know so much about kitties.
Likewise,
Oh, yes.
I have to say, one of the things that we tell so many people is we truly believe that feline behaviors are one of the most underutilized resources.
Oh, bless you.
For every cat home, and you guys really, and we get feedback from people that reach out to you guys. Because we're like, I don't know what to do with that. You should reach out to Linda.
Yeah, Rita, send him to Linda. Rita.
We
That's
had
good.
one today. Where did you hear about us? TCCL. 2CCL. So,
That's what's so beautiful about the community, and as it grows and as people really do start taking their passion for cats and investing it in something that is amazing and valuable for the whole community, it's amazing to see how all of our resources are really, 8 years ago when we started this, I didn't know what a feline behaviorist was.
Right.
I didn't know that there were so many things that we could be doing to enrich our cats' lives or to make their diets better, or all the stuff and things. And now toothbrushes specifically for cats.
I know.
You guys know our motto is to learn, share, and grow. And we are continuing to do that every day. There's always something new that we learn. And so having a website is awesome because it's a great place to just accumulate everything and share it with our whole community.
Yeah. But I have to say, we have a text thread with our team, right? And so, all day long, it's like, oh, here's this question. What's the answer? Where should, and it used to be, oh, send them to Linda and Rita. And now it's just CBA.
but I'll tell you, we had a client reach out to us from you. She reached out to you and got a response back from, she said, I think it was Jen. So I'm going to say yes. And she said, you know what impressed me? She said, first of all, she was very quick. She was very helpful. She suggested you. Never once did she say, try this product, try that product. She said, they're not out like hawking their wares to fill that, they're out to help. And she said that was very obvious in that one communication. And I've been meaning to tell you that ever since then, and it didn't happen. So now I'm telling you.
Well, I want to mention lady we talked to today. Her first name was Bonnie, and you sent her to us. But not only does she know you, but she's also in communication with Pam Roussel, who she probably met through you. You're affecting a lot of different areas and putting people together for a total approach to cat wellness, not just what are they eating, how are they behaving, because there's a lot more to it.
She's working with animal communicators. She's been doing color therapy and energy work with Pam. She's been using some of your products. She reached out to us for behavior. So yeah, you're like connecting all of the areas, right?
I mean, that is really like, that is our mission. That is our goal. And that is honestly why we do this. Like it's not for the money. It's not to sell products. It's literally to make a difference. Like that's what we've wanted to do since
and we know
kids,
when
right?
someone makes the effort to like reach out about something that's going on with their cat, like think about it. If it was your cat and you actually, you know what I mean? Like that is such a big deal to us. And it's our executive director, our sissy, our Jennifer Lopez, that so much with customer service. She gets that too. You know, it's not about trying to make a sale. It's literally listening to someone's question or what's going on and seeing if there's anything in our toolbox that we can share with them, a resource that we have found that can be.
There's been a few people who've reached out for behavior that we were like, this doesn't even need a session, and we just talked to them for their 15 minutes, and they didn't really need a full session. We're not going to book somebody and take their money unless they really need something more robust.
And I've thought that people all at the end so often, thank you for what you do, thank you for helping me, thank you for talking to me, and it's like, no, thank you, because our sole mission in life is to keep cats in their homes and keep them from getting surrendered. So the fact that you reached out to us and invested in helping your cats, that's everything. I mean, yeah, it helps us to feed our cats. It helps us to build the sanctuary. It helps us in a lot of ways. But our main goal in life is to keep cats out of the shelters and in their homes so that the shelters can take in the truly homeless cats that need a place to go.
We have someone coming up, and let me see if she got to us through you.
And a lot of them.
But the whole reason she booked the hour is just because she wants to learn how to support her cats better. She doesn't have a problem going on.
I love that. That is great. And that's what we talk about, especially Adrienne will say it quite a bit. It's like, you know, we're all about in health and wellness. We're all about proactive, right? When it comes to our cats and being able to better understand them, being able to better enrich their lives, like feline behaviorists are a great way to get a session in, learn. I mean, we did that. Like that. As soon as we were like, there's a feline behaviorist and
what is that?
There's a course. Let's take this course because we're getting like behavior questions and we don't know the answers. So let's learn some stuff. And then it helps us enrich our cats' lives, which helps avoid the issues down the road. Right. So it's like, I think proactive care is great in every realm.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Don't wait till you have a problem and there's all this mess all over the place and everything's gone crazy, trying to do everything you can. There's so many things. I told somebody the other day that I put Oxycat and Catalyst in my cat's food every single day. And she was like, well, which one of them's have problems? And it's like, well, Kiss Myself IV positive. The other ones really don't, but I've got some seniors and I know that this is going to help with some arthritis and we know that Catalyst can help regulate blood sugar levels. And I've got some older cats they're prone to get diabetes and thyroid problems. So why not give it to them ahead of time proactively instead of waiting till we have a kidney problem and saying, oh crap, now what do I do? Or diabetes or whatever.
Look what you taught Linda and I right there. All that Linda just said. Okay. Like 10 years ago, Linda, would you have even thought about the blood sugar levels of your cats?
No.
I mean, none of us there wasn't a lot of information out there even, you know, it really has been only the past about 10 years that diabetes and hyperthyroidism and kidney disease have become an epidemic.
They have.
Household cats. So we just interviewed Dr. Chris Besson on our page the other day, and she was like, you just kind of want to go ahead and assume that at 15 years old, your cat's going to get kidney disease. We were talking about kidney. And she was like, don't assume that.
It's sad, but true.
It is.
Take those steps proactively because it can be avoided and it can be treated. But if we take those steps proactively, then we don't have to, you know, hopefully avoid it at least.
Well, and we know cats hide signs of illnesses. So usually by the time we find out there's a problem, we're pretty far along on it. And we want to be able to get it bam. So unless your cat is having regular blood draws to keep tabs on things.
Do we need people to learn this stuff even before they adopt a cat, right? So that they can start the cat off right. You know, it's great if you're thinking about these things when your cat's 10 or 12, but think of the benefit had you started it, 8 weeks, 10 weeks old.
You guys should come up with a program that's like a first time cat owner program where you just like
awesome.
Like a little, like a basics of, or maybe we do it together where it's like, we can tell like, these are the foods to get started. Here's how you need it, and you the enrichment.
It's true though, because it is like you just said, it's like cats don't really show you when they're in pain. And so often we don't know something's wrong until it's too late. And that goes back to imagine. I always say like, you think of like cats and dogs as your little companion animals, but you kind of think of them as the same thing. If you were to go out and get a gerbil or a bearded dragon or a parakeet, you would go get the book as well to be like, who do they eat? How often do they eat? How much do they weigh? Where do they sleep? What is their bedding like? What
do they need
what
to
do
do?
they need to have a good life in my home with me? We don't have a cat. So it is like, can you imagine if to get a cat, you had to do a session with a feline behaviorist just to understand what a cat is as a species and what are their needs and how do they, when you know a cat is stoic, then you recognize that it's all the peripheral clues that make you realize that there's something maybe a little bit off. Are they drinking more water? Are they not, pooping as often as they should be? How often should a cat be peeing? What are their normal vitals supposed to be like?
When should I take them to the vet?
Right?
Yeah.
All of that.
So many people when COVID
This
hit
is just
writing
blowing my
in.
mind.
So many people when COVID hit reached out and were like, I think there's something wrong with my cat. Do you know how much this cat sleeps? And we're like, yeah, sweetie, the cat was always doing that. You were in the office and didn't see it. You're fine. So sleep a lot. They were panicked because they never saw it before and they didn't know.
We're writing that book. We've been trying to write forever. We should maybe make that some part of it, a joint venture, put some chapters in our book authored by you ladies.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
To make this a joint, the 4 crazy cat ladies.
There you go. And then, besides the fact that we just plain adore you, you have brought so much knowledge and help to us. I mean, personally, some of your products have changed my cat's lives and saved them and made them better. And yeah, I can't say enough, but we are constantly then that's something when someone comes to us with a problem that's not strictly behavioral, that, they also have kidney or they also have digestive or they also have, then we're like, okay,
no, we
let's go here.
Oxycat and Catalyst a lot.
Yep. Oxycat, Catalyst, Cat Calm, Fleax, Meow Mist, and Kitty Crack Nip are the top ones because I'm looking on my shelf.
And the kidney grouping you've got too. The kidney stuff, we've recommended that too.
100%. My FIV boy has had much less flare-ups since starting him on Crazy Cat Lady products. So
I can't wait to see
everything.
What your website grows into. Because like we were talking before we went to start recording, you're never really done with your website, especially when you get to personally put the stuff out there, when you've got your hands in it. Because I've got my hands behind the scenes of ours now too. Sorry, Jordan, our webmaster. Much to his chagrin. Every time you think it looks perfect, then you go to the next iteration, you're like, oh, that's perfect. That's the one. It never changes. There's always things to add.
There's always new things to learn. I think that's what's so exciting. Jay already going of new pages that she's going to be adding to the site.
I've
of
learned
things that we are just learning.
Yeah. Yes. I learned about mycoplasma infection in cats this week and published a new page on it. And it was very interesting to learn about and it was because we're getting all of these people reaching out with this. And I'm like, what? Why? What is this? What is it?
Then you hear about that new thing and you're like, oh, now I got to find out about this and get into this.
Do you know what freaked me out? Is Meow, get it?
Meow.
Sandy Robbins, we just did a podcast with her. She reached out to me. I didn't even know she knew who I was. How did she know who I was? Probably through you guys. Is what I'm thinking.
Who knows? That's it. When I was growing up, my mother had this book. It was really thick and it was the Family Medical Encyclopedia. I actually have it. I took it from her. I don't know what I'm doing with the book because no one owns those anymore. But anytime, there was something going on with us with kids, she's thumbing through to find that. This is the Family Medical Encyclopedia. You just go to the twocrazycatladies.com and you've got it right there. It's all there. It's the replacement.
The Crazy Cat Ladies Encyclopedia. I like that.
Exactly. And it's so much more than just medical. It's behavioral, it's lifestyle, it's everything that we need.
twocrazycatladies.com. Right?
www.crazycatladies.com.
Social media. I mean, you guys, you see her once in a while. I'm like, yes, you guys are constantly. You just did one the other day. I told Rita about the scent swapping before the vet visits. We get that problem all the time. And we just, I made a video about it a while ago, and we just had another client that I was like, here we go. Yeah. What happened? The cat went to the vet, came back. Now they hate each other. So when I saw that you made that tip, I was like, thank you. So yes, you give so many great tips. Every once in a while, something we didn't know that we really put in our knowledge bank, and a lot of times it's something that we're excited to get out there.
It takes a group of people, right? Because no one of us can know everything from every side of cat wellness.
And we don't
Well,
want to, right? Like, I
there's so
mean,
many
it's
different
so much
perspectives.
fun to learn more. If we knew everything, we might as well just quit, right?
You're
Like,
right. You're right. We already know everything. There's nothing left to learn.
Well, cats are such
There's never going to be nothing left to learn.
natural help and behavior. It's like what works for one cat may not work. You know, they have different things, they have different personalities, they have different health conditions. It really does take a village and trying stuff. You know, it's like the things that we didn't know existed that have been such an enrichment for our cats' lives. It's like, well, our cats really love it. And some of our cats are like, meh.
yeah.
Yeah,
Look how
exactly.
far it's come. From when I was a little girl, you got a cat, you got a declawed, you got a spayed or neutered. End of story. That's all we knew about cat care when I was a child in the 60s. Look how much more we know now. We know better about a lot of things.
A lot of things that we were doing wrong and things that we needed to know more about. Yeah. So much. Cats have been very underserved.
And cats are still so understudied, right?
They
Like
are.
the amount of information, scientific studies that are out there around dogs is a lot. But when it comes to cats specifically, they're hard to study. And so they're still underserved. And you know, honestly, I mean, we love being in the pet nutritional world, but the cats are underserved, way underserved, second-class citizens when it comes
I know. They are.
Yes.
I'm still confused
Yes.
sometimes about what is good, what is bad, what is not okay, what is acceptable food for them. I
There's
don't know.
so much to it. Well, and as you said, I love that you said that the difference between cats and dogs. I said before, it's not like comparing apples to oranges. It's like comparing apples to geographic landscape. I don't know. It's two totally different things. You know, my dog, to go to the vet, I just had to say, you know, pull out a leash and let her see it. Let's go. And the cat's like, you know.
Dogs are fooled pretty easily, and cats are not.
Oh, so I think it comes down to, you know, I love that when they say we domesticated cats, that is such a bunch of baloney. We domesticated dogs. We taught them to work for us and we taught them to accept us as their alpha. Cats chose to live with us and nothing has changed
The
in
cats
thousands of years
domesticated
since.
us. Domesticated us.
They said, oh, there's some people there, which means there's food, which means there's rodents. That looks like a great buffet. And then if those people are nice to me, I'll be nice to them back. And that's the end of the story of how we domesticated cats. They have to have choices. We are not the boss.
Look how excited you got, Linda.
I love anything cats related. Well, I just read an article the other day. The question was how to, I don't know, teach your cat that you're the boss. And this guy goes into, and I'm just laughing like this is the most bunch of crap I've ever heard in my entire life. The answer is you don't.
Come on. Dexter I have to invite him into my office. He stands in the doorway and waits to be invited.
Waits for an invitation.
bizarre.
He's very polite.
I love too that Jay and Adrian, that you guys have multiple cats, because don't you know so much more because you see multiples together. If you had one or two cats, would you know as much as you do?
Oh no, I mean it's amazing.
Every cat has
Especially
something
now.
to teach us.
Yes,
Every cat.
every single cat has to teach us, but especially now having 5 cats, 5 and younger, it is a whole new world.
Oh yeah,
it is crazy because, you know, I mean, we've always had seniors for so many 15 plus years. We've always had seniors, and you know, they sleep a lot more and they're a little bit more cuddly. I mean, in our experience, at least these, like, they have 5 different personalities. It's like having a house full of toddlers.
Oh, I know.
Never a dull moment. We are not able to, you know, most of these podcasts, these interviews, the
We
meetings
just
that
cross
we're
our
in,
fingers and hope
we
we
just-
make it through.
we just really hope that there's not something that we have to jump and run for. But
A
everything,
cat hanging off the walk. I mean,
I had a clingy cat on one of my, I don't remember who we were doing, but it was a
I
one
just
of the
did on our
podcasts.
last session. I
That-
had
yeah.
Boo here.
One of my podcasts, I had this big orange chunk Galway just plastered on me. And I'm like, this is great. We're here. But, you know, what are you going to do? He's feeling needy. He went through a few days where he was super clingy and needy. And I'm not going to tell him to go away because he doesn't get it. Right.
I had mostly seniors, and now I have 4 cats that are 4 and under. One is a 4-month-old. What was I thinking bringing in a kitten?
a little
right?
They're behind you.
Yes.
Linda.
Oh, peeking high paws.
Hi.
What you doing? What's he doing?
Beautiful.
They have a favorite toy. It's a snake toy that charges via USB, puts itself to sleep, and it goes so Rita got one for her cats, and of course they're seniors. Boo Boo laying on the bed, puts his paw on it and holds it. I got it, it's mine. So the difference in seed, it's hysterical. We have a video of my cats with it, we have a video of her cats with it, and it's like hysterical because the different, my cats are stalking and hunting, and her seniors are like, I got it, it's mine, I caught it.
Boo Boo, the former alpha cat, he's not the alpha anymore, but he's the one who took it over. They're all laying on the bed looking at him like, okay, game over.
And it's just like wriggling, and he's just like, caught it, got my prey, I'm good.
Well, ladies, let's track this back to the Two Crazy Cat Ladies. Yes. We've got to wrap this up in just a few minutes. Do you have any last messages that you would like to have everybody understand about cats and cat wellness?
Well, I mean, I think, one of the biggest pieces of advice that you guys would have too, I'm sure, when it comes to the health, wellness, and well-being of your cat is just to pay attention, right? Is just to really and I don't mean breathe down their throat all day long, every day. I just mean pay attention. Once you do better, you do better. And, our cats would just basically lay around. I don't know that we would always even see them or know that we see them, but doing having a routine of spending time with them and paying attention to them on the basis. And that really, with feeding, now that we don't do the all day buffet anymore, it really helps to give you that time every, multiple times per where you are paying attention to them because you are preparing a meal for them. But yeah, pay attention.
It really builds that bond. And I do think just for, us cat parents in general, it really helps to kind of plug yourself into the community. You may not need a resource now or whatever, but, if you pay attention to your page or come be a part of the community, it's incredible too, just how much support there is for cat parents. When we do a live and someone's saying something or something has happened, watching people support each other is an incredible thing, or answering each other's questions. We're talking about how that every cat has a different personality and there's so many different perspectives, and there's a growing world of resources for our cats and us cat people. But just being part of the community is something that's really invaluable, and it helps prioritize paying attention, like Jay said.
Oh,
100%.
definitely.
There are signs. They're not obvious, but there are signs. You just have to watch for them and know what's up.
Definitely. And we could talk with you forever. The main thing is go to twocrazycatladies.com and use that symptom checker and go to their store. Everything that they sell, we stand behind 1,000,000%.
100%. Yep. Agreed. You got it. Yes. And follow them on social media because they have some amazing tips.
twocrazycatladies.com. And don't forget that every day is Catter Day. We'll see you next time.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.